I didn't always dress like this. I used to come out on stage wearing like a jean jacket and just the stuff I would normally wear out on the street. And then one day it just kind of clicked for me like, all right, maybe I need to just like create a character around myself. Yes, I'm Janari Komet, but who is that? How would you recognize me in the crowd? So I really just started up in the antics, the drip, just everything from me hanging off the ceiling or something to me bringing a sword on stage or using a fan or having a band and rapping. Like, I'm really just trying to create an environment. So when you come to a Janari Komet show, you're coming into something, you know, like you're not just watching something happen, you're like a part of it.
Hi, I'm Alex with Freshwater Frequency, and we're here tonight at the Grogshop with Janari Komet.
Hello, I'm Janari Komet, and I'm just happy to be here. I always say that.
Janari Komet is a multi-instrumentalist and a rapper out of Northeast Ohio. He is an enduring and an excellent talent and a massive stage presence that we adore, and we hope the rest of the Great Lakes will adore as he gets more exposure.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate that, and I appreciate you guys for having me on this show. Like, I like to see like more like local like interviewers doing stuff like this and building up the Cleveland scene and building your own brand in the process. So when you mentioned you wanted to come out, I was happy to like get you guys in here and just get around all these people and network. Like,
you gave us a platform. You got us on this guest list. I mean, this was a massive opportunity. We wouldn't even be here. We wouldn't have gotten in so easily without your help. And we would have been here regardless, probably. Exactly, yeah. And we appreciate you setting aside the time after your performance, despite you performing in like, I think there were only 2 sets tonight that you weren't in, and I think there were what, 6 sets in total. Yeah. So yeah, 4 out of 6 sets is pretty crazy work.
Yeah, I love these opportunities where I get to express the full width of my musicality, whether that's like playing guitar, playing bass, playing drums, or singing and rapping and stuff like that. So like, as tired as I am and as sweaty and as exhausted as I look, I just spent this whole night doing my absolute favorite thing in the world. So I can't be mad at it.
100%. I think the dopamine and the adrenaline is a sheer factor that just it definitely helped you power through not only the multi-instrumentality, but the massive jumping stage presence. You were literally hanging from the roof. I mean, say what you will about the other acts, but they weren't hanging from the frickin' roof, man. So I mean, you were my favorite act tonight. I can't speak for everybody, but it was amazing in my opinion, and I hope to see you do some even crazier shit next time we come out.
Oh, thank you, man. I'm always trying to like push the envelope, and like I call my genre hip-hop fusion because it's a very vague term, and it's just me taking hip-hop and just making it whatever I can make it. Because if I rap over something, that's hip-hop. Like, hip-hop is a black genre, both in the sense of like, if you're a fraction black, you're black. If I'm rapping over a beat, that's rap. And I like just kind of taking it and showing how versatile hip-hop can really be.
Yeah, and I think it's interesting how, despite you're incorporating your blackness and your Africanness into your performance, you have a lot of elements that are uniquely, like, you pull from Japanese culture, you pull from maybe Western fantasy media a little bit with your aesthetics, and all that stuff sort of comes together to make you a unique character that stands out. And I think you're the whole bandana, Bushido shit, the earrings, everything comes together to make you a standout figure in the scene for sure.
Thank you, buddy. And the main thing I try to do is like, I didn't always dress like this. Before I used to come out on stage wearing like a jean jacket and just the stuff I would normally wear out on the street. And then one day it just kind of clicked for me like, all right, maybe I need to create a character around myself. Like, yes, I'm Janari Komet, but who is that? If you saw me out on the street, how would you recognize me in the crowd? You know what I mean? So I really just started up in the antics, the drip, just everything from me hanging off the ceiling or something to me bringing a sword on stage or using a fan or having a band and rapping. Like, I'm really just trying to create an environment. So when you come to a Janari Komet show, you're coming into something, like you're not just watching something happen, you're like a part of it. You're like seeing the culmination of so many different things, from like my blackness to the anime influences and all that. So yeah.
What do you think it means for somebody to be proud of their heritage and their race?
I think pride is something that comes in the face of like struggle, and so I think it's very meaningful to be proud of who you are, in a sense that, like, to counteract the shame and things that society might make you feel for whoever you are, whatever marginalized group you're a part of. I think pride can overcome the societal nature to just kind of push out others. You know what I mean? So
Very well spoken, Janari. Really well spoken. And I mean, I think it's important for everybody, especially media creators, to elevate the voices of everybody, especially people who, you know, historically might be underrepresented by mainstream media. And I think alternative rap is one of those things where, like, if I were to name a lot of the alternative rap or rap fusion groups that broke in, a lot of those guys historically have been white or whitewashed, or they were just straight up British guys like the Gorillas. So I mean, I think it's important to pay homage to the history behind rap music and rock music in general. I mean, a lot of people would talk about rock's whiteness, but I think rock as a genre traces its roots to blackness massively, and for sure. Two more things. Rage Against the Machine. You love that group, huh?
Hell yeah, I love Rage. That's one of my favorite bands. I played guitar before I started rapping, and that was one of my, like, favorite bands to cover of, so yeah, I love Rage.
And Rage have gotten a few nominations on the Rock Hall, and they've been a massively influential group in terms of, like, mixing hip hop with other genres, mixing hip hop with rock and metal. And I think, how do you think their sound has influenced your sound in terms of guitar and in terms of multi-instrumentalism?
Oh, it's like a one-to-one. I love Tom Morello. Like, I have no issues with, like, naming my influences and, like, crediting them. I mean, my first song is actually a cover of a Tom Morello song. So yeah, I'm just like, it's a one-to-one. I appreciate what they did for me, and I'm gonna just play their songs and, like, hopefully spread that to somebody else.
And you're carrying the vibe to the next generation. Yeah. That's what it is. You're carrying the Rage vibe, the Rage spirit to the next generation. It's so good. We're finishing up now. Thank you so much, Janari. Any closing words for the people out there?
Thank you, and just try to spend as much time doing what you love, because time is short.
Hell yeah, man. Thank you so much again, Janari. Have a great rest of your night, man. Pleasure.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
give me a hug. My brother, man. Thank you so much. Freshwater Frequency out.